Good morning. Frankie, jump. Come on. Say good morning. Come on, jump. 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 Good boy. Good boy. It looked like I watched part of the try-on live. I had it playing in the background, excuse me, to make sure I didn't embarrass myself too bad. And I was thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I wasn't goofy and just really like celebrating all that comfort and encouragement and help I was getting from Chrissy. That was great. And I got a lot of support from Anna and, oh darn, was it Carol that's dropped by? So it's good to see you, Carol, or hear from you. And Frankie, he was just trotting back and forth, following me. Look at that handsome boy. That handsome boy, he's so serious this morning. He had some ear mites in his ear. I noticed he was shaking his head. And so I tested it with a little, you know, one of those little cotton pads that you can use for your face or what have you. I have them for in case there's an accident and you need to dab something on there. Anyway, I put it in there a little bit, and there was some brown. So I've been treating his ears. You caught a tangle, babe. God. Excuse me. So definitely thinned out my closet a little bit. I have an actual like medium-sized box full of clothes that took up room that were up on the hangers. So I was able to get a little more breathing room in between my clothes, which is always good. Clothes just don't smell good. If especially if you've worn them and you don't want to take them to the dry cleaners yet. If you don't have air flowing through your closet, it just lets that bacteria in there build. That's what's going on. And that's what'll draw moths and dead people bugs. I don't know what they're called, but they're tiny little bugs. I try really hard not to wear anything to more than once, put it away when I know I'm going to wear it soon. And I try to almost always remember to wear a scarf, even if it's a thin, silky scarf between me and my coats to keep my body oils off of the collars, suit jackets, things like that. I love that. He's such a goofball. So anyway, just delighted. And even more importantly than that is why I did it, is so I could have a couple outfits. So it turns out that the couple new sweaters that I ordered, I'm going to send them back. A couple of the new skirts that I ordered, I'm going to send them back. So yay, I'm only keeping one new thing. And that was the cream colored skirt that I ended up having a couple tops to go with. I'm just so happy. So happy about that. This morning has been discombobulated. Frankie has been feisty, and the neighbors have let their dogs out. And then, because he was already worked up, the neighbors who have all those, I don't know, they have dog breeding business maybe, I don't know. But they let all these dogs out several times a day, I told you. And I'm not the dog owner that can keep Frankie under control. And he's overprotective of me. So even if now he's getting better, because I've been using his training collar, I will vibrate it it has a whistle, vibrate, and something else. It's where it gives them like a 9-volt battery buzz, which I had it on my hand and I didn't feel it until it got to 25. He can barely feel it if he's calm. Well, no, I wouldn't say calm, but not, he can get into a phase where he's locked in. Like, he would not be a good police dog. He would not be a good police dog. But when he's misbehaving, I can usually get his attention with 1 or 2, what was it, a number 2 or 3. That's what they were doing in training, and I didn't know that, but to get him to heel, to get him to do things right, 2 or 3 was fine. I've chosen not to use that particular training method just because I truly believe some dogs can handle that. I've watched it in action on videos, tons of videos, but he doesn't quite, he's very stubborn. Once he's decided something, that's it. He just does not respond well to that. It stresses him out. He just cannot understand it. It's like us seeing a ghost or something. It just, I mean, it would take an awfully evolved or a different human to be able to handle that. That's my opinion. So anyway, I can get my results with command or vibrate or whistle, the whistle on here. So anyway, I have to keep a couple collars on because, not on him, on rotate. One's charging while he's wearing the other one, because sometimes they die and I just haven't paid attention. His expensive one, you have to charge every night, the one that the trainer gave me, and I don't like that one because all it has is vibrate and static. That some people call it shock, but there's another word for it that's more appropriate, because it's not going to shock them like a defibrillator or something. But I don't know. How they process feeling things is different than us, and he processes it a lot worse than most dogs, where it stresses him out. When he got back from his training, I had to not contact them whatsoever because I was so upset with how he looked. He looked exhausted and stressed. He didn't look like that when I got him from the Humane Society. And they did not put a dent in why I took him, and that is exactly the agreement we made, is him slipping out of my door and chasing somebody or something down, and nonstop bark, how he locks into things and barks. Those things he's very committed to in his behavior. And they taught him things with the remote that I already had him learning, and that was to sit, stay, and come. He does those great. Well, pretty well. He gets stubborn, but that's where that remote comes in if he gets stubborn. But anyways, theirs didn't even have a whistle. So, you know what? I would have, I would have sued them for the money back, because it was very expensive. It was almost $3,000, and did not like the results. Didn't appreciate the results at all. Excuse me. And I was so upset I couldn't talk to them. And by the time I calmed down, actually, I don't know if you've ever had anyone hurt your baby, but I couldn't handle it. I did not calm down for a very long time. That's just the truth. And then I figured it was too late to touch base on it, you know? So, okay, so I had already put on coconut oil and my sunscreen and this foundation, which I like because my skin's been kind of dry. I'll probably stop using this after today, and I'll tell you why. My eyes are sensitive. If mascara's old, you know, everything, to me, almost everything has fumes of some kind. And there are some things that have fumes that just bother my eyes. Expired mascara, fumes from that bother my eyes. Sunscreen bothers my eyes. So that's too bad. Yep. That's too bad. So I have a stack of several different things that I've used for Neutrogena. I bought this by accident. Neutrogena had a face sunblock that I really liked. It was 100 block, and I loved it. But I got distracted, or they didn't have the brand I wanted, and I know how sensitive my eyes are, so I haven't replaced it. And last time I looked, even on Amazon, I didn't see it. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about me. And maybe you. So when I was younger, he really doesn't like me on the video. He doesn't understand me talking to someone else besides him. But he does it. I'm talking to someone on the screen in the office, and he'll sleep underneath. I have a little dog bed underneath my desk. And so he'll cuddle up under there. Okay, so here's what I was going to talk about. Is sometimes when we are, especially when we're young, we're very self-centered. And we think everything's about us. If someone makes a face, it's about us. Oops. Okay, and this is proving my point. I woke up in what I call discombobulated state. A discombobulated state. Something else. Oh, there it is. Which means I'm a little clumsy, and I feel a little edgy. When I was younger, then as I would come in contact with other people, it's not that I would necessarily pick a fight. There's this spot with this blankie. He'll lay down here. I wouldn't necessarily pick a fight, but I would also be kind of touchy. And so basically I was a fight waiting to happen, or argument, or whatever you want to call it. Even if I didn't act out, like, why are you picking on me, kind of thing, it would be internalized, where I'd think, they don't like me, they don't like me, they don't like me, or what have you, right? So it took me a while to recognize that the difference between a genuine, realistic, normal range experience in the world versus my inner universe, my inner experiences throughout my lifetime, and a clash between the two. Does that kind of make sense? Because I may have triggers, soft spots, and the wind can blow funny. Like right now, my neighbor's flag is whipping in the wind, and that's why I noticed it. It went from being, is that frayed, to, oh my God, what is wrong with that flag? Now it's not only frayed, it's like I thought it was frayed yesterday, but it is, two of the stripes are just bellowing in the wind separately from the rest of the flag. Somehow got tangled up in the line to where the flag is vertical, hanging vertical, which you only hang it like that if it's on the wall. So I'm not sure what's going on over there. I'm gonna stop by. But anyway, so I'm a little distracted. And that's part of what happens too when I wake up and in this little bit of discombobulated state. So I know that I'm not going to go over there until I can have my voice under control. With what's going on in my head. Because if I say, hey, you can't hang, I'm going to say, just keep it simple, because I'm an introvert and I'm a little INTJ-ish, not autistic, but sometimes I'm just so direct that it comes off, especially if I'm not in a sweet space, I just come off too blunt. Like I just want to say, we need to get you a new flag. You know what I mean? So I don't know how else to say it. Hey, we need a new flag over there. But it's not my flag, so it's like I feel like I can't say that. So my head skips ahead and says, in my head, and what wants to come out of my mouth is, you can't hang a flag like that. You can't let that happen. You got to just take it down. See? My head can trip like that. And I think that's what's important for people who've had trauma and people who are, especially oldest child. We're supposed to come up with the solution. So my head doesn't just come up with the problem. Oh, hey, I saw your flag was tattered. My head, my MO is go for the goal. How are we going to fix this? Let's fix it right now. But because of my trauma, because of how I was raised, I already find that you're going to find fault with me, and so I have to defend myself. Wacko. Yeah. So we have to kind of be careful of that. I don't know if any of y'all can relate to that, but I can tell you, it can cause a lot of relationship issues if you're not careful. And as we repair our nervous system, we can save relationships or build healthier ones as we go along in life. When I recognize that I'm not in the best mood, best mode, best rhythm, best, whatever you want to call it, I can keep myself from socializing too much until I get it under control. Because if I don't stop it, I start thinking of all the wrongs anyone's ever done me. Right? When I was younger, I would let a bad mood, whether I was triggered sometime in the day or woke up that way, because of hormones or reactions to foods eaten the day before. People get in funky moods for different reasons. It's not all trauma. Sometimes it's just hormonal in your biology. I have too much moisturizer on, evidently, because my saggy eyelids are dropping right into this eyeliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some powder on my eyelids. Maybe cut that down. So anyway, you know what I mean? So this is one of the, one of the things I can tell you is that's not a permanent, I'm broken scenario. It is, what can I do about it? And there are basics that work no matter what. The physiology in the body, when it feels like this, it's saying basically something's wrong here. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Agitation, anxiety, frustration, feeling discombobulated, whatever you want to call it, it's signs that there's something wrong, and there's always something we can do about it. We can change our thinking. We can change our behavior. Therefore, we can change how we feel. Right? That is the simple math of it. We're not stuck in a permanent state of, I'd like to say, discombobulation. I just love that word, discombobulate. It's kind of like the word appreciation. It's like appreciate. Come on, there are some words that are just better than others. And I think the big deal is, if we don't have the self-discipline to grow, that's on us. And I had a client once that said, I've been through so much, he needs to understand me. It's like, well, you've told me a little bit about his past, and he would only be with you if there was something wrong with you, right? Because of his past. You two attracted each other because you were familiar. If he were perfect, he wouldn't be with someone who talks to him the way you do. No, no. And if you were perfect, if he were truly the way you're seeing him, you wouldn't have been with him. So let's talk about what we can do together. I know, it's mind-blowing. Now, but also, we have to recognize, too, that sometimes I just need to dab some of that moisturizer off. A little puffy. I don't remember where I got this little puffy, but I did buy some of the big puffs for like body powder. Oh, I am so tough on these. When I go to tighten them, I tighten them like an old farmer, and it breaks the glue between the little wand thing and the packaging. I'm not trying to say that someone's not being abused. Not bad. It's one of those Temu lipsticks. 09. Just a bunch of letters. Temu's got some, I don't know what brands they really are, because I don't understand it. CMAA capital DU. But anyway, I've gotten these two colors. '09 and '08. And this is the mauve I just put on because it matches my sweater pretty good. And this matches the inside of my lip pretty good, well. So, I don't know. I think I need a lip gloss to help this not look so flat. Oh, where I was going with this is that there are some relationships that, okay, you're right. That's a problem child over there. You accidentally got in a relationship or married someone that is totally in the wrong. They have problems. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to do about it. Except tell you to look for someone else. Or get out of this and look for someone else. That brush is from Temu. And it's, I don't know. I just feel like it's worthless unless I'm trying to get off a buildup, maybe. I keep going for it, though. I don't know why. Anyway, I have way too much moisturizer on and sunblock this time because my face has been so dry. So I can't go on camera looking all shiny like that. So I'm going to... Oh, why am I coughing? Because guess what? There wasn't much coffee left this morning. So for me to get a cup... I had to warm up a cup that was left behind and there was a little milk in it. And I decided to drink it instead of making a fresh pot. Discombobulated, made me rebellious and lazy. Instead of just making a new pot. I thought, well, I'll just start hacking and coughing and snotting. That's okay. Okay, so the big deal is, it's okay to be in a bad mood sometimes. But it's not okay to use this time. Like, I know I'm discombobulated, so I know I'm going to have to quit using that word sometime today. I've had my allotment. I have to recognize that this may not be the day to prove my point that I'm married to a fill in the blank. See what I'm saying? If that's the situation, understand that, excuse me, this is not the day to prove your point. This is the day to practice serenity, to practice, oh, and I was encouraged to try under eye color, so I'm going to use just a little bit of this old gray that I have. Oh, did I tell you that I tried one of those gel eyeliners? Or no, not gel eyeliners. Where'd it go? This Wet and Wild, and I got Kohl crayon eyeliner. Did I do this with you? I can't remember. I can see why it had so many good reviews. This is a dream to put on. They didn't make pencils like this back in my day. However, because of my hooded eyes, I ended up having, and I even later in the day, I even cleaned it up and then put some powder black eyeshadow over it to try to keep it in place, but it just left black everywhere. And because it went on so nicely, I put it in my waterline. I thought, oh, this is fun. This goes on so well, and went on that waterline like a dream. No wonder the reviews. But my chemistry decided it didn't like it very well. And I'm telling you, every bit that was in my waterline was coming off underneath my eyes and in my eyeballs. It was the most mess that I have experienced with makeup. Gosh. Since I went swimming with a non-waterproof mascara. That's the truth. I mean, I haven't had a situation like that in decades. It was such a mess. And it was a work day. How about that? So in between every client, I had to rush into the bathroom and try to just do damage control until I had time to really give it some attention. Oh, gosh, what a mess. So anyway, this is a day where I get to, I wouldn't do this with a client, but I might do it with any, family member that I come in contact with today. See, when I'm putting this third layer on, what I'm doing is I'm pushing the lashes in, kind of in it against itself, instead of trying to curl like this, because it's gonna, by rolling, because it's gonna take off some of my mascara. Well, I wanted to clump up and look clumpy in here, or really thick, like false lashes. And so I'm pushing in mascara, but I'm also giving the lashes that are wanting to curl the chance to be pushed in to see if they're going to curl. Like, it'll give them a chance to, instead of being pulled straight and the state, just like my hair. If I pull it straight, it's going to be straight. If I scrunch it up, sometimes it gets a curl in it. So that's why I do that. I don't think I've ever explained that to you before, but that is one of my little tips. Because I don't like taking the time to curl my lashes. And I have one of the best little curlers, eyelash curlers. I got this off at Amazon, I'm very sure. A long time ago. Looks like this closed up. It's great for travel. That's why no? Maybe it was a gift in a little cosmetic bag with a lip gloss, and it was a cute little bag, and this, and maybe some sponges. I don't remember. Because I don't think I would have picked something like this out. I wouldn't have seen it. But anyway, see, there's that little flap's coming down. Well, you put this on your lashes, and then you push that. See that? Yeah. Now, I haven't bought refills for this, but it doesn't have a top rubber thing like my other old-fashioned one did. But I like this because it's easier for me to hold with my bursitis. I wouldn't mind it even being bigger. But this works very nicely when I use it. But this, I don't know what I could do with that someday. I'm gonna put on more mascara because I am running errands later, and I want to look like I have eyelashes on. I'm tired of the natural look with my lashes lately. Just really sticking it in there. And you have to wait for it to kind of dry before you do this, because otherwise, and then pinch it if it gets gloopy on the very ends. Because if you want it to get thick in there, you have to, you have to let it get tacky so it can attract tacky. If it's still wet, it's just going to scooch it around. It's not going to get tacky. Remember, this takes a little while to dry. Before I had my eyelids operated on to move up some of the hood, this was a bunch of years ago, I had to use an hair dryer on low and cool and hold it way out so it would kind of hurry up and dry those lashes. Because, I mean, that hooded eye was such a drag. Okay, so when I go out later, I'm hoping this feeling of being off will be gone by then. But I don't know. And I'm not going to cancel my plans. It's not that bad today. But I'm not going to put myself in a place. Like, so I would tell who I'm going out with later, I'm going to take my mother-in-law, I think, if she's still up for it, grocery shopping. And so I'm probably going to tell her as soon as I see her. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm so happy we're getting together today because I've been in a bad mood all day. So if I get snappy and you tell me off, my feelings are not going to be hurt. She'll appreciate that. And when I go to the neighbors, the wind died down, so that flag's not flopping crazy like it was. I have an extra flag somewhere. I think I'm going to gift it to her. Yeah, I think I will. I have to get ready for work. I don't know if I need to do my hair or not. Probably. Yeah, I need a little touch up here and there. Go get on the curling iron. And also, one of the things I learned too is back in the day, there was a saying I don't know where it came from, but I remember it, where if I, for example, walked to a friend's house in my sweats, she'd say, "Oh, I see you're wearing your I don't give a damn sweats. What's going on?" I was like, "What?" And so almost everybody I knew related to that statement, like my don't give a shit shirt. A matter of fact, I think there was even a time when that slogan was on the shirts that they were selling. My don't give a shit shirt. Yeah, it was kind of popular. So anyway, I went through a phase where I was trying to improve that. And so I had to get rid of all of those clothes that represented a bad mood, because I learned through one of the conferences I went to that you look good, you feel better. And I'm going to tell you what, that's the truth. Even on my worst days, I'm going to do my makeup, even if it's just lightly, even if it's just a little foundation, a little mascara, a little lip gloss, and a little tiny bit of maybe eyebrows, and just some powder of some kind on my eyelid. Because just face powder will give me enough color for me to not feel totally naked. And I have comfy sweatpants. I have these fleece-lined leggings that are like sweatpants. I love them. And I have comfortable, just get comfortable. But it doesn't have to be sloppy. Look good, feel better. So I've got that going on. I feel like I look okay. I know that I don't have any true aches and pains right now. It's just all attitude. So I'm going to take care of that. I've only got a few minutes till my next client, but I'm going to go see if I have the flag where I think it is. Because I want to take her a couple plants that she said she'd be happy to have. I made some cuttings and they've taken root already, some of them. And just to say hi, see if she needs anything. And that'll make me feel good. But if I take the flag, that'll help me feel better, because then I can ask her if it's okay if I help her change the flag out. Because to me, I think maybe it's not against the law, but it might be if you dig deep enough. I don't know, but it does bother me. So, okay, onward with my day. I am going to stay in meditation as often as possible, meaning, no, not meditation, in mindfulness, being aware of where I'm at and what I'm doing, how I'm talking, how the muscles and tone are coming out of my mouth. Because I don't want to offend anyone just because I'm in a bad mood. And it doesn't matter if my partner or friend deserves it. It does not matter, because if I'm coming from this place, it's not coming from a well-thinking place. It's coming from a bitter place. And it's just an accident that I feel kind of bitter. And I've been practicing a smile. I've been practicing pretending I have Botox. I haven't had Botox in so long. And I've been doing my facial massages to try to keep those muscles calmed down. See, conversations like this prove I feel like I'm all over the place. But I do know I want to protect others from my attitude today. So I'm staying as neutralized and as keep my brain and body in one place. Yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing great. You know what I think part of it is my great grandma was alive when I was a little girl. She said that you're a sensitive child. And every time the weather changes, you're going to feel it. When she said it in such a beautiful way. It made me feel special. When I told a friend of mine what she said, she goes, that was just really nice saying that you can be a bitch. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go take an allergy pill and get to work. Listen, I love you. And my next video will be telling you how I got into the therapy business. Yes. Psychotherapist. Can you believe I'm a psychotherapist? A psychotherapist. Yep. I'm a psychotherapist. Gotta have a sense of humor sometimes. Why not? Right? Wow, I'm feeling better already. I hope you have someone you can talk to like this, where you just let it out, get to be yourself and feel like, you know what? I don't need to take myself so darn seriously. Just take care of business. Talk to somebody, vent about it, get it out. I've been on here for over a half an hour, just blabbering and thinking about things. And you know what? Once again, I feel re-equalized. It's just like the rubber band that was kind of tense, just kind of relaxed. thanks to you. Because I know someone's going to say something nice in my comments to give me a thumbs up or to encourage me or to even better say, yep, been there, done that, understand it. We're in this together, you know, that kind of thing. And that's something, you know, as we women age and people we love pass away and move away, get super busy with their family and grandkids, God bless them. It starts to get lonely without girlfriends. Yeah. So with the holidays here, it's a little harder to meet up sometimes. So I'm hoping to keep us alive and well. And next time I talk to you, I will be telling you about how I got in this business. Boom. I promise. Unless I forget. No, I'm kidding. I'll remember. Okay, the weather outside is so moody. It has gotten sunny and gray, calm and windy over and over and over again. So there has been research done, P.S. There has been research done saying that when humans are in windy weather, they're more likely to be irritable. So just throwing that out there. My grandma was right. I am sensitive. All right, I feel a little insane right now. All right, we're going in. I don't think I'm even going to do my hair. I think I'll just do that. All right. Mwah. I just want to keep powwowing. All right. I'm going to get off now. All right. Bye for now.